Greetings to all of the wonderful people that are listening to this broadcast in this very moment. I want to thank you for being a part of something great. Now, let's get into it. Today I want to encourage people. And the people I'm speaking to would be anyone who gets to listen to the sound of my voice at this very moment. I want to challenge and encourage someone to be kind, to be respectful. Now, I want to break this down just a little bit. Being kind and being respectful doesn't mean you're nice, and it doesn't mean you're someone that people could walk all over. There's a stigma, or there's this notion that nice people, right? Now let me divert. But there's a notion that nice is being kind. Being kind is nice, and being kind is nice. But just because you're kind doesn't mean that you're nice. Now, let me break this thing down even more. Being nice, as of today, based on my observations of society and just everyday local observations, I've noticed that it is the one who's nice that tends to get the bitter end of the stick, right? And it seems that those who are mean tends to get a greater blessing, or something is just different about them as it is opposed to being nice. There's sayings that nice guys finished last. And if you really look at it, it seems rightfully so, being that they always put others before themselves. Growing up, I felt that being nice was good. Being nice was what we're supposed to do. I thought being nice was to be good. But I realized something, that I didn't understand what being nice was, and I didn't understand what being good was. There was a lot for me to learn. There's a difference. Being nice doesn't mean that you're kind. Being nice doesn't mean that you're being good. Because there could be a lot of people who have bitter hearts and evil hearts that can be nice. It can be nice in an instinct. Not everyone who isn't nice is bad people. In fact, I've met people who are mean, who are great people, who are good people, who have good hearts, but they just move meanly. They respond and react to others meanly. But that doesn't change the goodness that you can find within their heart. I found that people who act nice are the ones who are the most selfish. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case for everyone, but I'm just saying this in general. It's a matter of learning what is being nice. Being nice is not equivalent to being good. And I personally believe that being nice is as a result of one desiring to survive in a circumstance. Being nice can be more selfish than it looks. What does this mean? Being nice can be what we do to protect ourselves from a specific thing that may cause harm. Certain people become nice just so that maybe we could use the person that is in front of us, or use the person that we're being nice to get our way or have our way in the future. Being nice can be a seed for something that we're looking to accomplish in the future. It is the invitation of, or it's the introduction of one entering to someone else's lives so that they could have their way. I noticed that I too was guilty of using this tactic. Being nice can lead to manipulation. And when I begin to discover myself the more, I notice that I tend to use this in such ways. And the reason I would use it was based on the things that I've went through. Something that I've learned. After realizing that this is the truth, I knew that something had to change in me. So I decided to go into a death and rebirth process. And all that means is transforming. And what I had to do is transform my mind. But I went completely to the opposite side. The opposite side of nice is being mean. And I did that. But this mean behavior, it doesn't come with any pleasancy. It doesn't come with tact. It doesn't come with diplomacy. Things are much more rash. Things are direct but cutty. The mindset behind it is that I speak my mind. I don't care how anyone feels. Truthfully, we can speak our mind. However, it's much more of a blessing for us to be kind to others than we think. It's actually written in the Bible that when we are kind, we're kind for ourselves. And in that case, it's not selfish. That's why there's a difference between being kind and being nice. Being nice can be much more of a selfish thing, whereas being kind, it's just good to be kind. There's a reason why kindness is listed as one of the fruits of the Spirit, or is listed as the attribute to the fruit of the Spirit. It never spoke on niceness or being nice. Because being nice isn't always being good. Being nice is dangerous because when it's time for you to say the right thing or say the truth, being nice will compromise the truth. Being nice will compromise your value system. In other words, something is wrong and you must say something. If you want to be nice, you don't say anything. Or you're so worried about the delivery. When you're being good and being kind, you will be able to deliver the truth with grace and seasoning. In other words, you'll be able to deliver that news with tact, with ability, with finesse. There's a reason why the fruit of the Spirit, right? Love is also within the fruit of the Spirit. So when love is evident in one's life, fear cannot coexist with love. Where it's written that love, it casts out fear. So fear and love. So that fear thing, right? Where I don't want to hurt somebody's feeling that comes from one who is being nice. It won't be there with one who is kind and one who loves. Because if we love, there's a way that we can speak to a specific individual. If we love, what we do, we will say the truth, but we will say it to a way in which we could win them over. So that's why the mindset is to be kind and respectful. Treat others as you want to be treated. That's the golden rule. Love your neighbor as you've also been loved. Or love your neighbor as you love yourself. Now, the first statement, as you also been loved, was regarding to the act of love that came from Jesus.